Hey, my wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful, lovely, lovely people. A pleasant afternoon. If you have not yet made Jesus Christ your personal Lord and Savior, please feel free to do so. He's the best being ever. Certainly, that would be the best decision you could ever make. Wonderful people, I'm here kind of pondering and thinking about the Diddy and Cassie situation. And on a multi-dimensional level, it is so unfortunate. I don't know if people are really, really, if they're submerged and they're really processing just the entire situation. It tells a story that if you're not careful with how you parent your child, this is what will be the outcome, or worse, or something. Yes, either similar situation or something worse, when one is not careful in how they parent a child. Now, notwithstanding, I am not sure what his family situation was like. I can't tell, but one of the things is this: when you see a healthy tree, chances are, and I use the word chances are, the seed and the soil was healthy. In other words, not just nature, but the nurturing was healthy. You think it is just a figment of our imagination, or a whim and a fancy, when it says train up a child in the way he should go, that when he's old, he or she, they will not depart. It doesn't mean that you won't slip and you won't make mistakes. It doesn't mean that you will be perfect. No human being is perfect. We're all flawed. But there are some courses we're not going to charter, because we know at the end comes destruction. And without just doing a research on his, you know, family life, or how he was grown up, it tells a story that something had gone awry. It tells a story. You don't get great training and you go up in a healthy fashion and become this monster as you get older. They said a butu in a Benz is still a butu in Jamaica, meaning if you take a pig out of a sty, a wild boar, for example, and you put them in a palace, chances are when you get back, the house is going to look like a sty, because that is what the pig knew. That is how the pig was trained. So the pig is not going to look and say, oh, I'm in a palace. Let me act palace like. Let me act king or queen like. No, it doesn't work like that. You cannot act in accordance to what you do not know. So if I don't know that, I must not put my feet up on that stool, because it may cause some sort of circulation issue. If I don't know, I'm more than likely, if it feels comfortable to put my foot up there or my feet up there, I'm going to do it, because I didn't know otherwise. But until knowledge comes, then I'm going to act in accordance with what I know. And why it is sad, another level why it is sad for me, is that, again, another hit on the black community, another hit on the black race, the ethnic group. I mean, this group has gone through so much turmoil, so much devastation, so much vitriol, so much hate, so much negativity, so much inferiority, in terms of the complex, in terms of the mindset. And when I see this cankerworm, this locust, this plague of just the black man looking and operating below his optimal level, it breaks my heart. It doesn't spell good for us. And it almost wants to seem to ring home a fallacy that anything that is black or too black is never good. It is a very sad situation when I think about even the video of him really abusing this beautiful woman, when they were in the hotel room, or in the lobby, or wherever it was. It is a sad state of affairs. And when you see a lot of things coming out, and I never forgot, some time ago, I remember a lady was being interviewed and she spoke about his problem, his issues. And it tells a story that these things must have been deep seated from he was a child. And nobody thought to say, let me see that this fellow gets some help because he has been exposed to things, to poison that will become monstrous as he gets older. Money will not shield it, money will not cover it. In fact, mammon will make it look more pronounced, will make the leprosy more exposed. When I think of, even, I remember some time ago, a lady had gotten quite a bit of backlash because she said that black men are terrible men. Terrible. I never forgot it. I think she was is a psychologist. It went viral, some maybe a few years ago. And I've seen other posts with women saying that the black man is broken, and there is some truth to that. The black community, the black race, has been the perhaps most marginalized, ostracized, rejected, badly treated, just, really bad experiences that the black community has faced. And it is in tandem with the fact that only 1% of the world's wealth is in the hands of the black man or black woman, as the case may be. 1%. So it tells a story that we have been shafted, and that shafted has still lingered and carried on. Am I saying that you don't have other people from other ethnic groups that will do what people like Diddy and others, I'm sure, will come out in short order? I've not done. I can't say no. We're all flawed. We're all, blemished. But the black race, mighty God, and the black man, because even in comparison to the black woman, from the days of slavery, when you had the field slaves, the men were beaten badly, they were treated in a hostile manner, they were broken, some were buggered, in front of their wives, their girlfriends, so they were broken. So the anger is deep seated and it carries on, it lingers on. Is it any wonder that you will find that the black men will abandon their family? Because that was inculcated when they were taken from this, for example, this location to go to another location because they were bought out. So they had to leave their family. So that spirit carried on, lingered on, and to this very day, we struggle with black men in comparison to the other ethnic groups being there for their wives, for their girlfriends, for their fiancés, and for their children. They abandon them and sometimes think it is okay because it was treated as okay when they were taken from their family. So we need a complete rehabilitation, reform, complete reform of the black community, the black race, especially our black men, since of the two genders, in terms of black men versus black women, they were more marginalized and badly treated and abused. It is so sad. It is so sad. I don't think people really look at it. So it is a sad situation. And I don't think, and my encouragement to people is not to, when you see a man being treated, when you see a man fail miserably, it is not for anybody to laugh. It is for people to learn. It is for people to learn. And for the small circle that we're in, that we can help our men, because they're almost becoming extinct, not necessarily literally as in their physical body, but in terms of them mentally, emotionally, psychologically, in every way that you can think of, financially, the marginalized black man. It is so bad. And my heart aches, my heart breaks when I think of the reality that they say the black man is one of the most, is the most aggressive man, the most uncouth man, the man without feeling, without compassion. When you talk to women, they are afraid of the black man because of bad parenting, no parenting, improper parenting, or poor parenting. That's where it started. Everything else is just fluff. It is sad. Very, very sad. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe and give me one of those lions.